It's the Treehouse.
It is time for Believe It or Not Inside the Treehouse, the first of 2025. I will read a statement, and you, Trey and Raj, you have to tell me whether you believe it or not. Are you ready?
Yep.
Graham crackers. Graham crackers were invented by Sylvester Graham, a puritanical 19th century minister, in an attempt to tamper the carnal desire for sex. Graham cracker, I'm going to say it again. Graham crackers were invented by Sylvester Graham, a puritanical 19th century minister, in an attempt to tamper the carnal desire for sex. Believe it or not. Raj, we'll start with you.
100%.
You agree? You believe it?
Yep.
Okay. Trey, do you believe it or not?
You know, that sounds just bizarre enough that I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, I'll believe it.
You both have started 2025 correctly. This is true. The graham cracker was invented to make people less horny.
Yes.
And I guess unsurprisingly, it didn't start out as delicious as it is now. Because I've never eaten a graham cracker and gotten horny, but I've also never eaten a graham cracker and gotten unhorny. But when I did a little more reading on this, the cinnamon and the sugar and the sweetness were added later. So the statement that I read is absolutely true. Graham crackers were invented by a puritanical 19th century minister named Sylvester Graham in his attempt to tamper the carnal desire for sex. And this is shocking people that the graham cracker started with a sex-fueled history. And now Sylvester Graham, this puritanical minister who created the graham cracker, he believed sex caused everything from headaches to insanity, and this included masturbation. So any sort of sexual release, touch, whatever, he was completely against it, so much so he created the graham cracker to combat it. Obviously, he failed.
Which is weird because that's what they used to give us at nap time in kindergarten.
Times changed, Reverend. Yeah, just imagine you're Scott Bakula in an episode of Quantum Leap, and you go back to this guy and tell him what graham crackers are used for in the 20th century. We use it to put kindergartners down for naps. I'd love to see his face on that one.
I mean, that's what happens when you go that long, is a graham cracker is sexually satisfying to you.
So I guess I'm not the only one going through a dry January, Trey. But yeah, instead of simply preaching abstinence, Pastor Graham created something else entirely in hopes of quenching people's sexual appetite and curing them, a bland, cracker-like snack.
Oh,
he rose to prominence in the Presbyterian Church, but was always obsessed with health after a childhood spent as a frail and sickly child. He realized it was his life's mission to prevent the evils of sex, indulgence, and what he believed to be the unhealthy effects of lust.
or he just realized that's the first example of when you eat a cracker in bed, you're going to piss your woman off because you get crumbs everywhere.
So the anti-sex crusade was just sort of a cover. He just knew that the crumbs would turn a woman off.
Well, he just knew the crumbs would lead to an anti-sex.
Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.